Hi there, Kevin Hicks from ROI Web Marketing. We specialize in Google Ads and SEO services. And today I'm going to talk about measuring digital marketing for small business. And so our agency uses Google Analytics to track how well the internet marketing is performing. And this is huge because you can get a lot of benefits from this. And today's presentation, I'm going to explain all about this today. Okay, so big thing, well, why measure your internet marketing? Well, you can maximize your advertising dollars and they'll be more efficient and effective. So you'll only be spending on effective ads. You can also break it down to each platform. So if you're doing Google ads, you can see how well Google ads is performing compared to Facebook ads or Instagram ads. And you can also break it down to the campaign. So when you see conversions coming through and whether they're filling out contact forms or calling you from a mobile device, that's all trackable. And you can break it right down to the campaign type, the keywords, the ad copy, for example, or even just the images or videos you're using. And you can compare that. And really the agency gets a lot of feedback from this on what works best and then optimizes further. Another big thing about when you measure with Google Analytics, you can activate advanced settings. So there's certain campaign types that require specific conversions to be recorded and at a certain time and within a certain time frame. And then you can actually activate some advanced campaign types here. And this is where automation kicks in. So Google or Facebook, the platform basically can leverage the data that it's getting and create some more automation to get better results for you. And then you can also break it down to further demographics. And another campaign type, for example, is remarketing. So you'll see if you've shopped on Amazon or websites like that, and then all of a sudden you see that same product everywhere you go. That's what they call remarketing. So that's an example of a campaign type that can be configured so that you can actually get the most out of your advertising. All right, so diving a little bit into website analytics, this is Google Analytics. You do need to customize these goals to be able to track these conversion points. And these are some examples that we use as an agency to help track and measure the success of the campaigns, but also how well your website's performing. And here are some examples. So calls from website, you can track when they're on mobile device and they click on their phone number on your website. That's what we would say a call from the website is. Emails from websites, another one. So that could be desktop as well as mobile. If they're clicking on the email to send you a message, that can be tracked there, as well as contact form submissions. So there's either triggers on the goal that say, oh, they filled this form out, or a thank you page that loads that then says, hey, that was a successful submission there. And then email newsletters or list building that you're doing, getting people to sign up for your either download or either it's could be a drip campaign or something that you're giving for value to build your email list. So that's another common one that we want to measure. And then I put an asterisk on this one for booking software. If you got a third-party booking system like Jane App, you can still track those leads that come through or clients that sign up there for bookings. So that's depending on the platform. It can either retract or sometimes it can be a little bit challenging to set those ones up, or it may not actually work through what they call cross-domain tracking. When it goes from one website to another, sometimes it can lose the data in between there, but it can be done. And if it's a software that offers cross-domain tracking, it's fantastic to get that data as well. Okay, another key element of tracking would be your Google Business Profile, or GBP for short. Essentially, this is your contact information and your online map where it shows your business and where it's located. It also has your reviews. So your 5-star reviews get posted here, and it's just a huge part of online credibility. So that's what the GBP is. And some key measurements here are you can actually measure how many calls you're getting right from your map listing directly. And even when people click on directions, these are people that are coming to either visit you or interested in learning how to get to your location. And then also you can see when they see your map listing, if they click on your website from there, that's also interesting data that we want to look at. And then other engagements, they call it, where if somebody opens up your business hours, clicks on some photos, or just looks at your listing in general, that would be interesting data as well. Okay, and just diving into e-commerce for a second here. When you're looking at measuring e-commerce analytics, of course, there's purchases that are being made on your website, but how did they get there? There's the checkout page as they fill out the information before they make the purchase. You want to measure how many people get there, as well as add to cart. That's a step before that, and all this can be measured, and you can actually translate that back to the ads, as well as the amount of that they spent on the purchases. So you can actually track e-commerce data there, which actually comes back to, well, a return on ad spend, or ROAS, is how much have they spent and how much have you spent, and so what's that return on ad spend when it comes down to dollars. Okay, next slide. So this is just going to dive a little bit into sources of marketing. So looking back at, well, if you can measure which platform is working best, well, what are the measurements you're looking for? So conversions by source, you can break it down to which ad platform, as well as revenue by source. Well, how much money did you convert? And this is still on the e-commerce side of things. And here's just a snapshot here of an example of the data that we can be pulling from analytics. So on the left, you got conversions by source, showing you how many conversions or how much traffic came through those locations. And it's saying an example of organic would be just direct from Google search. Not set was people that may have their privacy settings on. And then CPC would be the Google ads we set up for them. None may be just direct. They went to your website and wrote in the domain directly, or they also have privacy settings on. Referral will be third-party websites bringing you traffic, and then CPC, that was coded to do a bit of Facebook ads that we want to differentiate. So we made that capital CPC. On the right, you got revenue by source here. So organic, bringing in the search traffic, and then similar on the left, you've got CPC here, $6,700 there. Now, if you're looking at this and saying, well, I'm spending $500 a month on the Google ads, now you can see, well, okay, this is actually translating to a high return. Maybe you do want to spend more on the advertising, for example. Okay. Back to the benefits of ROI reports. Now, we have reports that we send out monthly, as well as have access to daily reports. So what does that translate to, and what are the benefits? Well, then you can understand your marketing. You also have all your reports in one place. So we actually put your Google ads, Google Analytics, GBP, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, e-commerce reports, call reports, etc. We can all put it in one spot, and then you can actually just flip through the slides of the reports and actually see, how each are performing individually. These reports are updated daily, and then you also get a monthly snapshot emailed direct to your inbox, just showcasing how well you did in the last month. And really what that translates down to is transparency from the agency. So what we're looking at is we want clients that are going to work long-term with us and see the benefits of measuring their marketing to get the highest ROI, or return on investment, on their marketing. Getting started, we do have a free consultation. There's also a free Google Ads audit that we can also look at how, if you're doing your own Google Ads, how can we suggest improvements there, or how we could actually help build more efficient ads for you. And then a free SEO audit, looking at how your website's performing organically and seeing what opportunities are available to improve upon that. All right, I hope you enjoyed the presentation here. Kevin Hicks, ROI Web Marketing. Check it out, roiwebmarketing.com. Thanks.